He's a rookie. He's also half Puerto Rican. I don't know if y'all.
You already know what time it is.
Someone like Hayden Hurst is coming out and being like, look, you're not alone. On our show too, as well, we're all about mental health awareness.
Yes.
Off and on the field.
Woo! We are back. We are back. We are back. Ladies Takeover. Let's go. Woo! See, even the birdie's saying, it's time. It's time. Let's go. Let's go. We are super excited to have you guys on today. Please join. Please get on. Let me do my job of my sharing right now. Get this up to par. Let's go. I'm super excited, Delilah. Another show.
Yes, we made it. Sorry about last week, y'all. Life happened.
Sorry about
We're here.
Life was lifing. But it is great to be back, and we are super excited. All right. Make sure I got everybody. I need to. There we go. Let's talk football. We're super excited. Get in here, everybody. Get in here, everybody. You already know what time it is. You already know. All right, I gotta trying to share it. Sorry, everybody. We're gonna making sure I send it to literally every group I know. Man, I'm super excited. All right, we got to do this. We got to do this. The wait is over. It's going down. Welcome to Let's Talk Football. Ladies Takeover with Delilah. Let's go.
Hey.
Let's go. And our girl Nicole, she would be here, but she is celebrating her wonderful honeymoon, having a fantastic time, giving us updates on what each animal or insect or whatever she's interviewing out there in Mexico. That is awesome. She's interviewing things. She's having fun. We are super excited for you guys. Woo! Let's go. Congratulations. I know all of the Let's Talk Football family is wishing you all of the happiness, longevity, just a long, beautiful marriage. Ooh.
Woo! Congratulations, Nicole. Please,
Let's
your posts
go.
are amazing.
Yes.
I love that you're on your honeymoon, sharing updates, interviewing animals, and, just being yourself. I love it. Please keep posting more. Congratulations to you and Mark. Woo!
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. We are super excited to have you guys on the show with us. Get in here. What's up, Sean? Man, big shout out to Sean. Big shout out to Sean. Always going to support his family. Hey, so let's get into it, Delilah. What do we got first coming up?
I just wanted to start the show. I feel like life is balanced, right? Yin and yang.
Yes.
Nicole, we start top of the hour. Congratulations on new beginnings. And then,
Yes.
We lost Bears legend Dick Butkus literally a few hours ago. And I just want to take a moment to say rest in peace. Thank you for all your contributions to football, but also off the field. If you know football, you know the Dick Butkus Award, right? Where he recognizes high school, college, and professional athletes. And there's like a big award given to kind of one of the best linebacker in those three categories. Obviously with high school and college, it comes to scholarships, which is always great. And then the pro athletes, they donate to the show. So
100%.
Thank you for everything, Dick Butkus. You were scary. He was before my time, but I grew up on him because he always stuck around Chicago. He was always very supportive of the city, the athletes, the team, even, ups and downs and deep way down, but he was still there,
Yeah.
But yeah, and so I grew up on his highlights because that his era was before my time. But I still like knew who he was. I was aware of his status, and I saw his highlight reels of just how monstrous he was and why opponents feared him because he was afraid of attacking. So
not at all.
Rest in peace. You had a wonderful life. Passed away at 80. Can't ask for more. So
absolutely, rest in peace. Rest in peace, man. It is super sad, but it's also he lived a great life. 80 years is a beautiful thing to be happy about. Great movie career after his yeah. Man, it's sad, but man. All right, so we got to move on to the next part of our show. We have a Thursday night game, and we got to make our predictions. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important because we're trying to keep a running thing here, like winning. So let's see what we can do for tonight. Delilah, who do you have? I know your team is playing.
Your best friend for life.
Playing. Oh, yeah.
Your best friend for life, your brother from another mother.
Yes. This is an intense game for my family. An intense game for my family. I'm a little nervous. What's up, Aunt? I'm a little nervous about this because because Sean and Delilah are both diehards for their team. So what are you doing for this week? What's happening?
I'm going to give this to Washington because their defense is better. So, I mean, so I know they'll be at us the whole time. It won't be losing by an embarrassing way, which is we were up 27 to zilch and somehow ruined that. And Denver came back to win. And so, but the difference is that, Washington does have a better defense, and I just don't see that happening. And I just don't see us improving. And so I'm going to predict a Washington win tonight, especially because they're playing at Washington. So they're not playing here either. So,
man, Delilah is saying Washington. You've heard it here first. What's the score?
I say it's going to be, I don't think it's going to be a blowout because we have scored points, but I say it'll be close. Like we lose by a touchdown.
Okay. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Delilah said what she said. All right. What you said. Meanwhile, Sean is at home, left hand up. Oh, God, please don't get him started with the left hand up. Please. All right. So I'm going to go and say that I think after last week and such a horrible loss at the last minute, I think it is time that Chicago gets a win. I think it's time. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to think Chicago. And yes, it could teeny weeny bit. I want to piss Sean off. But the other part is that I'm actually rooting for Justin Fields. I'm actually rooting for him. I really am. So I just hope one game comes out of it. And how sweet would it be to be against Washington? So I'm going to say it's going to be, like I said, like Delilah said, it's going to be close. I'm going to say 21-24. 21-24. So it's going to be close, but...
All right, Anthony.
Sorry. See, he coming for me. I'm sorry. I'm very, 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 very sorry. All right. So we got. Tell us what you guys think. Sean, what'd you say? We struggled against mobile quarterbacks. Yeah, Justin Fields choices last year. Yes, he did. So we're gonna see. This is for Sean. Go Commanders. Oh wow, Kate. Kate is out there supporting you. You should feel encouraged. But we will see. It's about to come on very soon. We will see.
Keep us posted because obviously we're doing the show. So.
Yes, keep us posted, please, because we know you'll be watching on your TV. All right, so what else do we have for today?
All right, our favorite segment. Here we go.
Ooh, ladies, we got to talk about some drama. Yes, Nicole, the drama of this week was insane. Ooh. The drama. Everybody knows that Let's Talk Football Ladies Takeover loves the drama. It's something we can just talk about. You guys can chime in with us, but we got to talk about the nitty gritty. So, because we got to talk about the nitty gritty, the first thing I want to talk about is Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy has not lost a game And I think it's, 11 games now straight? I think they're saying 11 games straight. He has not lost a game. So,
Yes.
should he now be considered? Now, we're looking at all of the quarterbacks in the league. Should he be considered a top 10 quarterback? They don't have him ranked everywhere when I was looking it up earlier. As the top 10, they have him 13. Oh no. Only one other person has rights to this, guys. And a top screen just popped up, and I'm like,
You already know, Jay. You don't come on this daggone show. We were playing, and then call us out. Okay? If we lose because of you, Janae, we're done. I'm just letting you know this right now. All right? We're through.
Why are you gonna do this to me, man? Why are you gonna do this to
Hello,
me?
Delilah.
Like
That's all I need to say.
Like
I'm out of
house
here.
and just walking in, man. You gotta knock on the door. You can't just come in the show.
You did this last year. You did this last year, Janae. You did this last year, and I was waiting. I had my finger on the button because I wanted to see what you're going to say. I got you, Janae. Let's go 49ers. Goodbye.
Wow. Wow, my guy. As you can see, I have pissed off my co-host in Let's Talk Football, my brother. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm just saying I do want Justin Fields to succeed. I want the world to see it's not all just him. He does have some things, but it's not all him. So I'm sorry, Sean. I'm going to get it later. It's a pretty good chance the Niners win, just saying. Hey, I think that Purdy is – thank you. I'll be here all night. Oh, here we go. Hey, but the thing is, guys, I'm thinking Brock Purdy should be considered right now in the top 10 quarterbacks. I mean, he's sufficient. He's not dropping the ball. He's not doing anything wrong. They say Micah Parsons was out there, basically telling the world how good Brock Purdy is. I mean, he's very good. So do you think, Delilah, he should be considered in the top 10?
I think right now, yeah. I mean, he's putting in the work. I mean, I feel like they still have that, he came in third, he wasn't even drafted. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, he still has that tag. And so I guess people still don't trust it. And we always think of what could have been if he hadn't gotten injured, right? Because we actually don't have, it could have been the Niners and not the Eagles. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of questions. Like, there's an alternate reality where that did happen. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah, so I think that he still has to prove himself, unfortunately. I think he's up there because he's proven he could win. He's winning games. I mean, I don't know what else people want. That's usually how almost everyone literally uses that as an overview of who's one of the best quarterbacks. They look at their wins, don't they? They look if they can finish games. They look at completions. And right now, he's been winning. And you're right. He hasn't lost a game so far in the regular season. You know what I mean? And so, I'll put
There's no tape on him for a loss. There's no tape on him for a loss other than when he got hurt. So you really can't even count that when he got hurt. There's no losses with this guy. He is so calm and patient in the pocket. And when you have Kittle, Debo, and C-Mac to make you look good, Ronnie Bell too, I mean, the squad is stacked. Trust me, as a Cowboy fan, I am nervous, but I got to give Brock Purdy props where it's due. People said the same thing about TV and how he's got rings. Yeah. I mean, with the world we live in, I do think Brock Purdy needs his flowers. I think he's top 10. I think he's got to be top 10. I'm not trying to put him anywhere in the top 5, but I'm definitely trying to put him in the top 5. I mean, top 10 character. I think he's great.
I'm with you. I agree with that. Honestly, I don't know what else to expect him to do to not earn that. I feel like he's done enough so far to earn that top 10. Now, could he get knocked out? Sure, we've seen it before, but right now, he's getting the job done.
100%. 100%. All right, guys, we got to get on to the next topic that I picked out for this week. We got to talk about the fact that Joe Burrow does not look the same. He does not look like the same quarterback at all, and he's probably averaging about almost $50 million. I mean, he's getting good money. What are you thinking that – do you think this is going to be a situation where he doesn't even have time to heal from whatever's going on. He's got to get back out there every week. We're seeing weekly that it's just not being put together. It's not really gelling. What are you thinking about this Joe Burrow situation?
Yeah, I mean, it's like damned if he is, damned if he don't, right? Like, you know, I think everybody kind of was like, Joe, you know, there were so many like high expectations for him, right? Because he did go to the Super Bowl. He lost, but he still carried the team to the Super Bowl, right? And then he came back and he made playoffs again, right? And so this year they thought, okay, well, you know, they got the pieces they needed, right? They kept Jamar and they kind of did do a nice job of like signing some additional folks, you know. And so with his injury, I don't think he's playing the same. No, I think that they rushed him back, to be honest, because they're like, oh, we got to get in there, and I don't think he's been able to play the same
at all. And the thing is, the reason why I bring up the topic of Joe Burrow, it is that we're seeing now where these highly paid quarterbacks are getting hurt. Kyler Murray, same situation. They're highly paid. Deshaun was out. You know, Pickett looked like he's going to be. I mean, he's not getting paid yet, but these players are getting hurt. And we were talking about the fact that the running backs don't get paid because they're likely to get hurt. But it's okay to spend millions of dollars for quarterbacks to sit on the bench or not produce. And the thing is, what do you think about that dynamic, running back, quarterback? It seems like the same issues that they were talking about for a running back are the same issues they talk about a quarterback. We're finding them getting hurt, can't play. I mean, what do you think?
I think someone mentioned that what we're going to see, for example, like the Brock Purdy example, right? If he continues to play the way he's playing, right? Or in some of these other quarterbacks who kind of came in like with like not high expectations, but also don't have these big contracts or not signing these really big contracts. And I think we're going to see that level out again. And I think you're going to see that with quarterback. Like they're still going to make the most money because just they are, you know what I mean? Like I don't see them not being still the highest paid position, you know, just because like they're seen as the general of the team. I get that. But I do think that we're going to stop seeing those really mega contracts really soon. I think a lot of people are going to rethink those. You know,
Smart.
And so it's for the same reason, because they're getting injured. They're not going to, you know, they're not playing the same often or can't finish the season or gone 2 seasons or, you know, and I think we're going
100%.
to start seeing that level off. And I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of those like huge contracts anymore, especially when you have someone like Mahomes who's making money, but he has a longer contract. You know how the way he kind of has his contract set, he's making bank, but it's over a period of time, so it doesn't like hurt KC right away, which is why when he does go down, you know, someone, you know, next man up, they wait for him to get okay, and then he goes back in. And so I think you're going to see more of that. I think you're going to see more like maybe longer contracts with money more spread out, or shorter with like, again, like money a little bit more fluctuating. So
I'm hoping we can see some change. Let us know what you guys think about that. I mean, shoot, if the draft for QB, you should be able to use whatever picks you got left to put your O-line together. Amen. That's a testament for a lot of teams. Amen. Riddle me this. Why do teams spend top dollar for QBs and then draft at least a good LT to cover that investment? Man, if you are asking questions that they've been wondering for a long time, you are hitting it right on the money. Absolutely. I mean, I just think it's a little weird. I mean, I just wanted to point that fact out because I thought it was a little weird that the fact that we're seeing a lot of quarterbacks, top tier quarterbacks, out because of injuries. So, all right. So then we got to get on to the fact that Aaron Rodgers is getting paid a lot of money to be at home chilling. I mean, a lot of money. I mean, and I think he's still owed about 30-something million, 36 million next year to get his whole full 70 million for 2 years, because he definitely gets it this year. But how do we feel about the situation. Do you think that it may be time for Rodgers to hang up the boots? Like, do you think it may be time for Rodgers to hang up his shoes? He got hurt. It looks like he's trying to come back, but what do you think about him doing this? I mean, yes, it's a lot of money if he comes back, but he's also getting $38 million to finish it off. That basically means he's got a pretty little penny already that he's got scot-free. Don't you think he should probably just hang it up?
I mean, I think he should, but he's not. Do I think he should? Yeah. Will he? No. You know, but
make it plain.
It's just the type of injury that he has. And like, you know, regardless of my feelings on players, I never wish injuries on anyone. And like when he got the neck injury a lot, you know, like seasons ago, you know, he was out for a neck injury a while back, but he made it back, and then, you know, he won a Super Bowl. So people got over that. But now he's in his late 30s. Your body doesn't heal the same when you're in your late 30s and you're an athlete. And so, you know, I know he went to the Kobe Bryant doctor. I get it, because they saw Kobe Bryant come back. But then again, Kobe Bryant wasn't even the same. And I love Kobe, but even he didn't, you know, come back in the same capacity either. You know, he was limited. They had to limit his hours. So, you know, minutes in basketball. So it's just, I just don't know how he come back in the time frame that he thinks he can. Like, he thinks he can come back by the playoffs, but then again, are they just going to be in the playoffs by then anyway, buddy?
No,
like, no. You know, I just don't see it. I don't see it happening. I mean, I get it. I saw you in the sidelines, like, you know, rah, Ryan, your team, you know. But I think he should, but he won't.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I think Aaron Rodgers, I do think it's time that it just wasn't even good when he was healthy last year. Like you saw, they couldn't get it. They couldn't win the game to get them into the playoffs. I mean, what can you do? I mean, I just think that it may be time. Rodgers needs to retire. Thank you, retire and get on the beach. That's what I'm talking about. Rodgers isn't going to, but yes, for the love of God, retire. Oh man. He can do a cameo next for Mario Brothers movie. Oh God. You think he's gonna get into acting? I'm not trying to look. He is the discount double check guy, but I guess you gotta come up with a new slogan if you can't, you know, if it's, you know, it doesn't have the same meaning anymore, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's on that topic. Hey, Rodgers does not love the game enough to come back. I don't know about that. I mean, he's been pretty determined in telling the world that this is what he's trying to do. But we will see. All right, so we got to talk about it. This one for me, it's getting a little bit too much. Are we hearing too much about Taylor Swift in the game? It's just a little too much. I think that she should be able to go to the game, have a good time, but I'll be monitored while drinking, monitored while having a good time. Yes, they do show the celebrities, but I think they're just harping on it. Like, we're watching her cheer at every moment. It's like, come on. Even he said they have a podcast together, Travis Kelce and his brother Jason, and they basically were saying that there's a little bit too much. He understands that it is him, but every game that she goes to, are we going to have to hear about Taylor Swift in the audience? What you think?
You know, the one thing that I do appreciate about this is that even though women have always been around sports, and by the way, she's a Philly fan. I know people don't realize that she's from Pennsylvania, so it's not like she doesn't know football just because she's Taylor Swift. She has said it multiple times. She used to go to Philly games. It's just no one cared because she wasn't dating anyone on the team at the time. So, like, you know, it is bringing attention to the fact that women do like football. And so there have been some women fans who've been around for a while who are like, hey, NFL, now that you know women watch football, continue to grow and recognize us as a fan 100%. Base. You know, and cater to us, your long-term fans have been around for a while, you know. And so there are some women in the NFL, you know, who similar to us, but more famous, who are like, hey, remember the fans. And so that's the one thing I do appreciate, is that it is showing that women do watch football. And even though some of them came over, yes, to just gawk at Taylor, the majority were already watching football. This is just an added bonus.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I think it's going too far. And you're right. I do watch their podcast. It's hilarious. They're both really funny. It's probably one of the most fun, like, football podcasts, to watch from athletes, because they're just hilarious together. But yeah, I agree. I think it's a bit much. And so, it's a bit much. But I also am seeing the opposite, which now I'm seeing some ugliness come out, and people like saying like really like sexist and like awful stuff, and it's like, come on, if you're, at least have fun with it. There's no reason to bash
Somebody
someone.
wants to make a debut.
Hey! Oh my gosh, she can come on anytime. She's a future podcaster.
Cover your body. Cover your body, Quinn.
Hey!
She was begging to come over, and I'm like, oh God, I can't deny her. She wants to come. Hey.
Hi, baby.
All right, it's time for night-night. All right, bye-bye, guys. Yeah, but yeah, that's what we got to do. I said it earlier today. It's about a ploy. Oh, it's all a ploy. She's getting her publicity out of there because the era. Oh, yeah, the Time movie is coming too. Plus her alleged cameo in the Deadpool. Yeah, that's true. But, I just think they're making a big deal. It's just too much. It's overhyped. Yes, Taylor Swift, but dang, I mean, do we have to? I'm pretty sure they're missing other celebrities in the audience because they're only focused on that. Even Delilah Bird said there's too much. It is. I think we can all agree it's too much. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because, yeah, I don't know. Uncle Sean said hi, Quinn. I think they went upstairs for bedtime. All right, so we got to move on to the next section. What do we got, Delilah? And I just freaking love it. That's why I love this man. He's a big guy. He's just a big, massive piece of magic. And I just freaking love him. Josh Allen is my hot player of the week. And we were just talking about Kelsey being hot. Josh Allen is hot in every way for me, too. I love him. Oh, God. That never gets old. Hot players of the week, man. There are players that outdid themselves this past week, and it was amazing. There were some great games. There were some games that was a little weird, but there were some great games. Delilah, what are you thinking? Who is your hot player of last week?
Mine is David Montgomery. One, he was a former Bear. I loved him when he was on our team. I miss seeing him on there. I definitely miss him this season. But he had a great game, okay? He had 5 rushing touchdowns, 262 yards. Like, I mean, just insane. Insane game. Insane.
Yeah.
Sorry, not 5-3. That's 5 for the season. I apologize. But still, he had 3 touchdowns that game. But no, it was just, I love him. I think he did great. He went in there and, just had a great time kind of mowing through all those Panthers defenders.
He looked like he was having a great time.
3 touchdowns. I was right. 3 touchdowns, 121 yards for 32 carries. So congratulations, David Montgomery. You had a great game. And I needed that win anyway, so kudos.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I know you appreciate it. All right, so my hot player of last week, I got a two-way, because I think that this player also deserves it, but I was definitely going to go with my Cowboys defense destroying and taking away Bill Belichick's glory of not losing this bad. My boys, I'll talk about that later, but I had to gloat a little bit off my Cowboys, but I got to say my hot player of the last week was Christian McCaffrey. Man, Christian McCaffrey is amazing. He is a top-tier running back. I mean, my God. do you know in the 4 games that he's played this season, he's only not got 100 yards once? He's been cooking. And this week against the Cardinals, he scored 3 touchdowns. 3 beautiful touchdowns. I mean, it was a glorious day for him with only 7 receptions, 3 touchdowns, 106 yards. Oh, man, it's a beautiful thing. I think that Christian McCaffrey is definitely proving himself in that, this discussion of that, that always that MVP word that comes in at the end. But he's definitely dynamic, on fire. Gotta shout out my boy Christian McCaffrey. If Christian McCaffrey was hot last week, just wait until Sunday. Oh, man. Wow, Sean. It hurts. It hurts. Hey, but it is what it is. And, I just had to shout him out, man. Let us know who you guys thought was hot. Please let us know who you guys thought was your hot player of last week, because we got some good ones, man. I know Sean's going to say Sam Howell. And I was impressed with Sam Howell as well, because he kept up with a team that we all think is the top 2 in the NFC. So, hey, I mean, he definitely went from a game of nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, no touchdowns. What did I say, Delilah? No touchdowns, to then making some touchdowns the next game. So I did think Sam Howell had a great game. All right, so we gotta. I'm trying to look and see if y'all. Oh yes. Oh, Jalen Hurts. Okay, Jalen Hurts. You shouting at the other team that you played, okay? Well, all right. 49 won in that trade, yeah. Yes, they did. I wish the Cowboys was in that conversation. 3 touchdowns. He almost broke out Bundy's record. Oh, man, oh, man. And Christian McCaffrey's on his way, y'all. He's on his way. I can't deny it. I hope he doesn't do it this week. I hope he doesn't do it this week.
No. CMC, he's a stud. And he's so short. I can't get over that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Tiny.
It's just, I can't believe.
Tiny.
And so dynamic. That's what's so crazy. Maybe that's why they can't catch him. He's swift-footed.
Yeah. Oh, man. He's in and out, spinning around, moving his foot out the way. Oh, yeah, he's a beast. For sure. All right, guys, we got to get on to our next segment, which I love. What do we got, Delilah?
Let's do this first before our next segment.
Okay. Yeah, you already know our guy is already on the show. Let's go.
He's in the comments.
Let's go. He's in the comments right now. Hey, Anthony, our guy Anthony Handy, talking about his Atlanta Falcons. That man is a diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. How's Riddler going for you? I just wanted to ask that question. How's Riddler doing for you?
Oh, he was in our comments earlier. You missed it, but yeah, he was not happy.
Oh.
It's okay.
I didn't. Oh, yeah. We'll move on from that topic. So what do we have next, Delilah?
I think it's really nice that someone like Hayden Hurst is coming out and being like, look, you're not alone. Mm-hmm. I'm a big, tough football player, and look at me. Like, I went through it too. Like, anybody can go through it. Doesn't matter how, like, if you're an athlete, if you're a man.
Whoa, yeah. This is our subject right here. The cause in the NFL. Let's go, Delilah. Let's go.
All right. So
wait. A quick score update. 7 Bears, and they're currently right now in the red zone to score again, and 0 Washington. And it's 5 minutes and 59 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks for the update. We'll see. I'm still traumatized from last week, so when we were ahead, I don't know.
She's like, yeah, red zone, blah.
Anywho, so let me go.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so today I'm going to bring you a foundation by Calais Campbell, who was the 2019 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. I don't know if you watched whenever they do like the inductions, right? They always award the Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. It's given annually by the NFL, honoring players who volunteer and do a lot of charity work, as well as the excellent on the field. And so I'm going to bring to you the CRC Foundation, which is called A Champion for Children and Families, and he's created in honor of his father, the late Charles Richard Campbell. The CRC Foundation was established, again, in honor of his late father. His philosophies included community activism, goal setting, celebrating achievements, and the solid belief that you can do whatever you set your mind to. He believes in teaching skills to young people that would allow them to overcome adversity that they face in their everyday lives in order to become well-prepared adults. The CRC Foundation is the direct result of his teachings, and through its missions, Charles' legacy will continue for years to come. Their mission is committed to making the world a better place by developing our community to reach its full potential through mentorship, education, and providing resources. Some of the things that they do is something called the Foundation Scholarship. The CRC Foundation awards an academic scholarship to a young person entering a 4-year institution. Doesn't matter which college, as long as they're going to college. And so, that is something that they make sure that they honor and make sure that they're giving these scholarships to people that want to do something better with their lives, right? And again, it's to honor his father. and so that is one of their core missions. Something else that they do is called the reading program. The CRC Foundation awards an academic scholarship as well. Again, it's another part of it, but they focus on reading. And then it also focuses on breaking beyond financial barriers. It's a vigorous part of these scholars' journey. And so, again, they do make sure that they're giving back and providing the people with the resources that they need to continue. And when he says like his community, it does, he predominantly does support like the Black community, but it doesn't mean he doesn't open it to everyone else. But it's like he said, you have to uplift your people. And so that is why he does focus a lot of his time and energy of making sure that Black youth have access to college, have scholarships, have reading excellence and tutoring, and also on top of it is financial literacy. Financial literacy is so important because not a lot of people know how to budget, how to save,
100%.
how to invest, how banking works. I know, like, for some people that might be common sense, but not a lot of people know how to do that. Like, not a lot of people know how to invest, all these things, how to apply for a mortgage, right? All these things that maybe we don't realize other people need some extra help with that. And so that's something else that his organization does. And again, I think it's a beautiful way to honor his father. And I'm sure that his father, looking down from, wherever he is, also appreciates that that's the way that his son decided to, remember who he is.
100%. I think it's beautiful. And you're right. A lot of people do not know about financial literacy, and that's important. It's so valuable to teach that at an early age, to teach that so people are in the game and not so far behind once they start to realize these things in life. Like you said, mortgage, all of these things, they will come, but why not prepare them now before they get to that phase? So I think that's beautiful.
All right, so I'm going to see if the video works. Sometimes it
okay.
doesn't. So we'll see. All right.
Fingers crossed.
Have a lot of potential, full of nothing but opportunities. So I just want to love on them a little bit, connect with the community, and hopefully arm with some tools they can use to go out and achieve other goals. The message I try to deliver to these kids is that somebody believes in them. A lot of people believe in them. Dream big, and at the end of the day, just give it your all, and I promise you good things will happen for you in life. So Take it one day at a time and enjoy the ride. What a great event. I feel like it was a great turnout. I feel like the kids had a great time learning different workshops, had lunch, did a little football and cheerleading skills camp. And then we had some fun with a bouncy house, throwing the football around, DJ spinning, gave us some prizes, and then finished it with the dunk tank. And, what you say? I got a little wet, had a little fun. Great times. Hi, I'm Calais Campbell with the Baltimore Ravens.
That is awesome. And that
So he does a lot of back.
right
Yeah, he does a lot back to school stuff too, like that, like little clinics like that around the community,
awesome.
So, but yeah, I think it's great. So thank you, Calais Campbell. I understand why you won the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. Continue to do good stuff.
Woo! So if you didn't know about the CRC Foundation, a champion for children and families, please go take a look at the website. We always want to promote these wonderful foundations that's doing something real in the communities, doing something real to impact the future, impact the people right now. We're excited about it. So please go and look at a champion for children and families. All right, Delilah, what do we have next coming up?
All right. So normally Nicole would come in with her women in sports reporting that she does with her beautiful little mic and stuff, but she's on her honeymoon, so it's okay. We got this. So a former co-host of ours who created the show with us, Kate, brought us to the attention to us that the Detroit Lions a few weeks ago recognized women in football and the impact that they have on the game, and the fact that they do participate and are in different levels of football operations. And so I have a little clip from that so we can see kind of how they honor these women that are part of football and football legacy. And so let's try that one. Thank you.
Let's do it.
Celebrating and honoring women in football. Field's special guest list included 100 girls flag football players representing both the Lions and Falcons flag programs, that is. The Lions showed their commitment to elevating women as players, coaches, and leaders in the game of football, gifting them $50,000 in grants and scholarships. That is such a thrill and amazing for them to help women drive the sport forward in their communities. It's fantastic, Lions. That's tremendous. That's a $50,000 grant going towards women in the sport. It's beautiful.
Woo!
I love seeing Barry Sanders.
Awesome. No, that was awesome. Yeah. Shout out. That's what's up, man. You can see they're trying to do big things. And like we said, women's flag is awesome. It is absolutely awesome. They got talent. They know how to work up schemes. Yeah. I'm excited about the Lions wanting to do this, seeing the vision of what could be. Like this is such a great game. Everybody should be able to experience it. I think it's awesome. Oh man, shout out to the Lions. Let's go.
Woo. And they're putting their money where their mouth is, because it's always it's great to say something nice, but if you don't put the resources, then it doesn't get taken care of. So kudos to the Detroit Lions. I hope other people around the league does the same thing, recognizes not just the flag football teams, but like they said, coaches, women in coaching positions, higher coaching positions, and other leadership capacities. I would love to see one day a woman be in a higher coaching position, eventually head coach, but man, maybe an offensive coordinator, a defensive coordinator, because they're out there. We've talked about them on the show. So it's not like they're not learning the game. So hopefully we'll see them in a higher position soon.
Let's go. That got me pumped up. I'm ready for it to take over the world. Let's go. All right, so what else do we have next, Delilah? Big boy Sean! I got Sean, man. You already know the CEO of this wonderful Let's Talk Football, the guy, the guru, the master of this game called football, man. Shout out to Sean Spencer. And you can catch Sean pretty much every day of the week, because Sean is always he's doing every show you could possibly imagine.
Absolutely. You saw him bust in already.
awesome. In Sean fashion, you saw him pop in already on the show, uninvited. But you know what? When you're the CEO of a company, you can do what you want to do. So let's welcome anytime, Sean. Anytime.
All right, here we go.
But you need to like not give up and just try your best to persevere through whatever you want to reach, right? Whatever goal, whether it's short goal, long goal, whatever, just perseverance is key. And I know it's hard.
Yes, ladies have the final say. If I'm not talking football, I must not be talking. That's what I'm talking about, my boy. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, so ladies have the final say. This is where on our show, we like to end it with just what we want to say, man. What we have a voice. We want it to be heard. And this is where we have that opportunity for ladies have the final say. Delilah, what is your ladies have the final say?
One, on the roundtable show, there was a blackout, so I couldn't participate. So I'm really glad I got to talk football this week with you, Janae, and get on a podcast. Because
yes. Woo!
The universe apparently did not want me sharing my thoughts on Just Feel, which wasn't going to be bad, actually, but still. They didn't want me to share those thoughts, and the blackout happened all over my block, which was crazy. But again, CEO Sean hopped in and ran the show for us, so we didn't have to. So thank you, Sean. I want to say thank you again for doing that. And I'm so happy that I was able to come on today with you, because I'm like, I didn't get to talk football.
I know.
I'm so happy that I have the ladies show, that there's going to be some other show I'm going to come on and be able to talk football. And it's always great to have a show that just features women. We just saw Detroit is recognizing women in the NFL. And so hopefully we see more of that. And so I'm just excited to be here. Honestly, I'm just, I love my job, but it's very, very stressful. And I've been like, really bad at just awful moods, and I try to offset it with the gym, which helps, but this really does help me. So find something you like doing that gives you a brain break, that helps you alleviate stress. It doesn't have to be a podcast, because me and Janae, we just like to talk, so we come on here, So if you're not an extrovert, I'm not saying you got to go do that, okay? But find something that gives you a brain break and takes you away from like those really negative feelings and that stressful and that heaviness on your chest. Just find something that alleviates the anxiety and stress. Whatever it is, in a healthy manner, of course. I'm not saying do drugs and stuff like that. But,
yes.
Find a healthy outlet for dealing with stress in your life and anxiety. That's what I mean. So I have to say that because I'm an educator, so I want to make sure.
Yes. Make sure it's specific.
Yes. Find a healthy outlet to alleviate your stress, your anxiety, your frustrations. This show, I love this show. I love the round table. I'm really happy to be here. I'm saying Andy's catchphrase again. But anyway, I love it. Thank you, Janae. I'm so happy you were able to come on. We couldn't come on last week, but I'm glad we're here this week, and we'll be back next week. Thank you so much. Again, love y'all. Thank you for watching.
Oh, Delilah, that was great. Absolutely. And you already know, if I'm here, I am here. This is where I love that we have a ladies takeover show. It is an honor to be with you and Nicole, man. It's just an honor. It's an honor. And for all of our supporters, people that watch the show, we had Kate on here, Kat, all of the women that do watch the show, and even of our guys, our brothers, they watch the show as well. But it just means a lot that we have this show. So I'm going to harp a little bit off of what Delilah said, because it kind of fell right into what I wanted to say. Every big corporation, every big idea, every big thing that has happened all started from something small, all started from something that was small. We have to remember that our ideas, don't think that they're not going to happen and give up on them. It takes work. It takes grind at the beginning, right? At the beginning, you're going to have to put in that overtime. It's not always going to be a yes. It's not always going to be the deal gets done. But don't give up off of that, because it's just your idea. Your idea that's what you want. So because of somebody else's no, it may not be what they want, but it's what you want. So you got to keep pushing, because every big thing started from that small thing. So I want to encourage people, because right now you're probably thinking, I want to do something. I want to write a book. I want to start singing. I want to start doing, I want to get a different career. I want to do this. It takes that small idea, but you're the only one that's going to be able to believe in it to push it. Yes, everybody says they have your back, but if you don't believe it, if you don't want to push, it's not going to happen. But I want everybody to think about your small idea and remember that it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. I'm telling you, there's corporations that took a while from a small idea. Imagine the iPhone, how long it took to get the iPhone, but we finally got it. It took a small idea to be something huge. It took a small idea from Bill Gates for the computers and then to become something huge. It takes time, but your vision is just as important as Bill Gates or anybody else. But you got to believe it. You got to grind right now to get there. But don't worry. Don't get discouraged. Don't fret. Don't think about, all the things that could go wrong. You can make it happen. You can do it, because you're the one who has the dream. You're the one who has the ambition to do it. So don't let anybody stop you. And I promise you, big things will happen. In the long run, you'll look back and said, if I would have gave up, I would have never had that opportunity. But because I kept pushing and believed in myself when people weren't saying that they did, that's what's going to count in the long run. And you'll work harder when you get to the top, man. That's what I'm talking about. And that's my ladies have a final say. Let's go. Let's go, man. We are super happy that you guys joined this show with us today. You could have been anywhere else. You could have been doing anything else, but you decided to come on, show us some love, write, comment, like, share. We appreciate it, and we don't take it for granted. So the good thing is you can catch us next week, the same time, Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Central, 7 o'clock. You already know. Oh, man, I know. 17-0. Looks like Chicago is putting the foot on the pedal early. And, Sean, there's still time. There's still time, Sean.
Sadly, yes.
I'm probably gonna hear this, Delilah. If it's a complete blowout, I'm really gonna be hiding.
Listen,
Actually,
I thought we were gonna get it done last week. We were up 27-0 in the first half, and then the second half.
And it seems like Sam Howell is like a second half comeback guy. So there is a possibility, Sean. There's a possibility.
No, I'm not.
But I'm not trying to say nothing because I don't want to make my guy mad. Please, next week, tune in Thursday, 8 o'clock. It's going to be so much fun. 7 o'clock Central.
No, show up, but
he's canceling our show. He's that mad that he's canceling our show. Delilah, I'm already in trouble. I got to get out of here. All right. So I am Janae Struther, and that is Delilah, and this is Let's Talk Football. Ladies, Takeover. See y'all later.
Good night.